Hello everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm here today on our new couch. We finally replaced my old couches and got a really nice sectional from Costco. It is huge, it's super comfortable, and it has added a new spot for filming for me. It didn't really work for me to film on the other couches just because of how the lighting was and everything, but having the corner and stuff, this is really nice. So I'll be able to film videos at night a lot easier. It is dark outside here and lighting's looking okay. So this is my first ever UPS sized L3 order. On the Facebook group, Jay and Ashley have both posted about their UPS size orders, and I had commented saying that I have officially joined the UPS club, and it is true. This was my first UPS package, and just like Jay said, it does make you contemplate your whole life a little bit. But this is the pre-order and the ready to ship combined. This is what my box looks like. Nice UPS size box here. And I am just so excited to go through these. I have quick sniffed these a little bit, but I really didn't want to take too much time with the scents before filming because I'm just so excited to film this video. I feel like I have a lot of really great ones that I'm just super excited to share. A lot of these were my blend requests, which I feel like is just, I'm just so grateful whenever they pour my blend requests, especially now that L3 is closing. Just being able to actually, you know, have a vendor care to pour customer requests is absolutely just the best. So this whole here, this is more RTS than it is pre-order. In the pre-order, I actually only got 2 loaves, and then I got a few scoops, but only 2 different scents, and I got multiples of those scents. So my pre-order wasn't too big. Now, the RTS, on the other hand, was a different story. So I actually woke up late for this RTS. I took a nap and I woke up and it was 1:19 Eastern time. So that means that 19 minutes had already elapsed, and in these times that is basically nothing for L3. Things are selling out within like 2 minutes or less. So I sadly logged into the site and was a little bit disheartened to find that a couple things that I was really excited about were out of stock, but I was able to get them requested and they're pouring them for this restock, and I was still able to get so many things that I was excited about and that I requested. So ultimately, even though I was late, I am super happy with everything that I got, and I'm gonna go by shape here. I'm not gonna like do pre-order first or anything like that, but I will go by shape, and I'm gonna do my trig tarts first because I actually have the most trig tarts out of everything. Jen had made her request post for this specific restock. She had asked, I think it was, what do you want to see in scoops? What do you want to see in loaves? And what do you want to see in trig tarts? And I just made a whole long list of trig tarts that I would absolutely love to have eventually. You know, for me with requests, I'm not expecting or assuming that any of my requests are being poured, let alone if I make a bunch of them. The reason why I make a bunch is because I'm hoping that, you know, maybe one will be poured. But she has been pouring so many of my requests lately. I made this list of trig tarts, and gosh, I think it was like 13 of them were my requests. So I have quite a few trig tarts here because I actually think all of these were ones that I requested. So I'm gonna start there because I definitely have the most of them. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. I took all of my multiples out. A couple of these things I did get more than one of. So the first trig tart that I got was ice cream scoop bread. This is a scent that I smelled recently in a blend, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I ended up getting a plain scoop of it from a different vendor, and I've just really been liking ice cream scoop bread. It is such a sweet, it smells like a sweet vanilla ice cream, but with a doughy bread behind it. It doesn't smell like cookie dough. I mean, maybe a little bit of cookie dough ice cream, but the bread is definitely more of a bread than it is a dough. But it's just so sweet and yummy. I love, love, love this scent note right now. I got one Trig Tart of vanilla ice cream. This is another oil that I absolutely love. I've only had it in blends, and I really feel like vanilla ice cream adds a lot to a blend, in my opinion. When it's blended with other things, I feel like the scent comes off as so realistic, and I just really, really enjoy adding vanilla ice cream to perfumey scents, to bakery scents. And when I smell this plain, it definitely has more of a vanilla extract kind of first sniff note. But it is very, very creamy, rich vanilla. I think that this is one that I was curious to smell on its own, but I don't intend to melt this on its own. This is something that I'll blend with. Ice cream scoop bread is something more that I can melt on its own. This next one here is Olive Branch Lush Type. I have talked about this a couple times. Olive Branch is my favorite Lush type. I feel like all Lush types have a little bit of that like new agey kind of earthy herbal element to it. I think that this is classified as a citrus scent. I smell no citrus in this whatsoever. To me, it's just like a very fresh, clean, slightly herbal. It has this, it kind of smells like a natural soap, which is what the Olive Branch is at Lush. But, you know, if you've just ever smelled those kind of natural soaps that they have at like Whole Foods or places where they sell those bulk soaps, it really does kind of smell like that. I think that it makes a house smell so clean and pretty. It's very gentle. The people in my life who don't like scents don't mind Olive Branch, so this is a must-have for me in my house. This one here is cake batter, and I have never smelled cake batter on its own, and I've only had it in a couple blends, and I was very curious. And this one is definitely lighter, but it's not as light as birthday cake is to me. In fact, this is kind of what I hope for when I smell a birthday cake scent, and I don't really get it a lot. But it definitely does smell more of like a batter, but it's very birthday. It's like a funfetti cake batter. Again, another one that I would blend. This is not one that I plan to melt on its own. This one here is Bonfire Bliss. This is a scent note that I have had written down for a while that I saw on the L3 master list that just sounded so good to me. It's like a sweet vanilla bonfire woodsy blend. And I requested it in a Trig Tart because I wanted to try it on its own to see if maybe when I get called for customs, I might use it with something. And I'm incredibly, incredibly happy with this scent. This is not the same as Bonfire Bash from Bath & Body Works. This doesn't have a body care undertone. There's definitely more of like a real smoke quality in there, but the woodsiness is just so soft. It almost kind of has a chestnutty type of roasted smell. Really, really like that. This one here is Fig Tree Type. I'm not quite sure what Fig Tree is. Hey Siri, what is Fig Tree Type scent?
Well, some gardeners describe the...
I shouldn't have asked her. I can't find if this is a type or not, but it is a woodsy kind of fresh scent. It has that ozone kind of rain-drenched floral, but it's almost as if that really outdoorsy, earthy scent was a little bit perfumey. It has this musk at the end. I got this in a sample and I really, really like it. It's difficult to describe. I would best call it an earthy, fresh, outdoorsy ozone scent with a hint of a musky kind of gender neutral fragrance note at the end. I don't want to say, maybe cologne more than perfume. This one here is Comfort, the Bath & Body Works type. Comfort is just a delicious, warm, comforting, bedtime scent to me. It's so sweet. It smells a little bit different than the Comfort I have in Scoops. This actually smells a little bit more fruity, but it is just a very gentle, relaxing, soft. There's vanilla, there's light florals, there's a little bit of cashmere. It's just really nice. This one is more fruity than the other one, but I just love Comfort. This one here is smoked vanilla. I've had this one on its own before, and I absolutely love it. This is one that I melt on its own, and I melt it with blends. And this is just heavy, heavy, heavy smoked. Smoked vanilla is one that can kind of be a chameleon in blends. It can really take on the qualities of a lot of other scent notes that are in a blend. I've smelled smoked vanilla blends that don't smell nearly as smoky as this does on its own. But when it's on its own, this is much, much heavier on the smoke with a hint of vanilla behind it. I absolutely love it. It warms up great. This one here is Driftwood. I really like Driftwood. This is one of my favorite kind of, it's definitely a lighter wood scent. I would say Driftwood is lighter than birch, lighter than those. And honestly, this almost has more of a incensey type of scent. It's almost like, wow, that's so good. It's woodsy and it's smoky, but it has this incensey quality, like fresh. If you were just burning some fresh driftwood, that is fantastic. I like driftwood with fruit. I like it with perfumey scents. I like it with sweet scents. I'll kind of do this with anything and play around with it. Right now, my idea is like a pink sugar and driftwood, maybe with like a, I don't know, juniper berry or something in there. Something about that speaking to me. So we'll see, but I see a lot of possibilities for that one. This is another Lush type. This is American Cream. This one is a musky vanilla strawberry, according to Lush's website. And I get that. To me, this just smells like a really elevated, really luxurious herbal cream. Maybe something that you would find in a really upscale hotel or spa. It's a really, really nice, relaxing scent. It is the epitome of just an herbal spa-like scent to me. And then another Lush type here is Vanillary. So I got a lot of Lush types going on. I love Lush types. I really love almost all of them. And this one to me, it almost has a saltiness to it. This is, I've had Salty Sea Air and Vanillary together. And now when I smell Vanillary on its own, and I've smelled Salty Sea Air on its own, very similar scents by themselves. This is like a Salty Sea Air with vanilla. Really nice. I really, really like it. Vanillary is great. And then 2 more Trig Tarts. Yes. This one here is Pie Crust. I love the pie crust oil. To me, it's salty. It is a salty flaked pastry. It is crispy. It adds a savory quality. Something about, you know what, let me take this. Yeah, it's very sweet, but it has this savory saltiness to it for some reason. It smells a little Fruit Loopy to me. I don't know if it was next to a Fruit Loop one and it just kind of like the bag is like that on the outside, but I love pie crust. I fell in love with it really after Pie Day because all the blends had pie crust in them, and I was able to detect that note all throughout all of those blends as a note that I really enjoyed and that I really felt brought a lot to the scent. And then the last Trig Tart that I have here is Cupcakes at Tiffany's. Cupcakes at Tiffany's is one of my favorite bakeries. It is one of the sweetest of the cake scents to me. There is a toffee note in there. There's a rich frosting, and it is just, imagine the sweetest cupcake with a little bit of a caramelized toffee and just rich, rich frosting. it just, to me, Cupcakes at Tiffany's enhances everything. I had a blend yesterday that I'll probably talk about in not my next empties video, but the one that you'll see after, that is lavender, strawberry, and Cupcakes at Tiffany's. And let me tell you, that blend was amazing. So it really kind of works with a lot of different things. So those are all of my Trig Tarts here, and I will quickly do the 2 shapes that I have, and then the rest are Bitty Betties and Scoops. So this is a pack of Trig Tarts. I had to double bag it because the bag did rip, but this is Blueberry, Palo Santo, and Sugar Cookie Royale. Now, I believe this is Tam Carr's Custom Extra. And Tam, let me tell you, you hit it out of the park. This is the most gorgeous thing. I love Palo Santo with fruit. Sometimes I struggle with fruit scents. Now, I will say, just the plain blueberry oil, that's my favorite blueberry. And I really love it with these herbal scents. And Palo Santo with blueberry or with blackberry, it turns it into this super unique smoky fruit. And then the Sugar Cookie Royale, like, brings that sweetness right back to it. The Sugar Cookie Royale from L3 is such a sweet sugar cookie. A lot of Sugar Cookie Royales to me have a little bit of what I used to call a smokiness at the end of it, but when I really sit and think about it, it's like, you know how some sugar cookies have sugar crystals or granules on top that kind of toast when you put them in the oven and they come out, and you can smell that toasted sugar granule, like really crunchy sugar cookies. You know what I mean? But some sugar cookies are the really soft, doughy sugar cookies. And that is the type of Sugar Cookie Royale that L3 has. And when you combine it with that smoky Palo and that rich blueberry, this just makes an incredible, unique, herbal, sweet scent that's difficult to describe. I cannot wait to get this warmed up and melt it and see what notes really come out, because right now I am smelling everything blended perfectly together, kind of making its own thing. And this actually inspired a custom of mine that, so thank you, Tam, for the idea. The only difference is I'm doing blueberry Danish butter cookies and Palo Santo, and it was completely inspired by this one. So thank you for the scent. I'm really happy with it. And then this one here is another blueberry. This is Blueberry Muffin, Zucchini Bread, and Cookie Cottage. I have fallen in love with Cookie Cottage. It's my favorite cookie blend right now. It's Sugar Cookie Royale, Danish butter cookies, sugared shortbread, Nilla wafers, vanilla cookies, and sweet bakery dough. And all together, it is just the perfect, sweet, dense... Oh my God. Tornado warning in this... Oh my God. Tornado warning in this area till 8:45 a.m. Take shelter now in a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. If you're out... Bye. Literally bye. Okay, it's actually the next day. I was a little bit shook by the tornado thing because I live in Maryland, so we don't really get a whole lot of weather like that. And honestly, when we get alerts like that, sometimes I'm like, dude, like, what do you mean though by a tornado? Because like some of my wax friends who live in Kentucky, like they're having tornadoes like every day. Like how serious are we really being? But that alert was like louder than the ones I normally get. And I live on a third floor condo with a open, like covered indoor outdoor stairwell that's covered, but it's not walled in. It's still open to the outside. Like I don't have a building front door. I just walk up the stairs like and then get to my door. So there's no basement. Like there's no even downstairs. So I was like, where the hell are we gonna go? But it ended up being fine, and the tornado did touch down about 30 minutes from us. So it did cause some structural damage, but everybody seems to be okay. And now I am back with the rest of my UPS size order. I cannot believe that I had only gotten through pretty much the Trig Tarts. Like, am I okay? Not sure if I had even finished talking about this one, Blueberry Muffin, Zucchini Bread, and Cookie Cottage. I think I was saying before, blueberry muffin and zucchini bread together is a hugely well-loved combination from L3, and I really like that blend too. But I experienced blending blueberry muffin with sugar cakes recently, and I was like, you know, something like blueberry muffin zucchini bread with something added though, like sugar cakes or a cookie cottage, for example, would really be so good because it just adds such a creaminess. And that's exactly what this one does. It is a delicious blueberry bakery. And you do smell the zucchini bread, but gosh, that cookie cottage adds so much to this scent. It adds a sweetness, a creaminess. It really smells like a fresh baked sugar cookie. I smell the zucchini bread. I smell the blueberry muffin. This is probably one of my favorite blueberry bakery combinations I've smelled, at least on cold. I'm so excited to warm this and let you know what I think. Now I will go through my Bitty Betties because I do have quite a few of those. This first one here is Earl Grey tea, lavender, and vanilla birch. This was a pour request of mine. I'm very into all of these scent notes. I think I've talked about them on my channel, all of them for the most part. This is an absolutely gorgeous blend. So it's definitely Earl Grey heavy, which I personally love Earl Grey. It is a very sweet, relaxing, herbal, creamy tea scent. To me, Earl Grey tea, and I don't know if it's maybe just the things that I blend it with. I haven't tried it on its own. I really should, but to me it has a slight body care element more than like a tea and cakes or like a southern iced tea. It's so beautiful, and then that hint of lavender is in there. I can detect it. It just blends so perfectly. And the vanilla birch in here, I can smell a hint of that birch tree. It's definitely there. But it's probably the lightest out of these three notes. But this is just a creamy, herbal, sweet, very well blended scent. I cannot wait to melt this in the bathroom and the bedroom. It's just gonna be so gorgeous. I can already tell. This one here is Smoked Vanilla, Mallow Fireside, Palo Santo, and Campfire Mallow. I believe that I've had this blend before. It's just a bunch of smoky sweet scents together. Oh, this is delicious. It's definitely smoked vanilla heavy. And because of the Mallow Fireside, the Palo Santo, and the Campfire Mallow all having those smoke notes to it, smoked vanilla is another one that's like a chameleon. Like that one and vanilla birch, to me, they just really change depending on what they're blended with. This one, the smoke really comes out because of those other notes. But it is just like a smoky vanilla marshmallow. I do smell that fire in there. Palo Santo always just adds a little bit of an extra smokiness. This is just so good. If you like smoky sweet, I highly recommend this one. Now, this one I'm so excited about because this was a blend request of mine. This is a blend that I had in my head that I wanted to request for customs, and a lot of things that I want to request for customs, I'm going ahead and still requesting on the RTS list so that I can smell it beforehand, or maybe that will allow me to leave another spot for a different custom if it's poured in an RTS. But this is Cupcakes at Tiffany's Lemon Pound Cake, Cream Cheese Frosting, and Zucchini Bread. I absolutely love lemon pound cake. I absolutely love Cupcakes at Tiffany's. Cream cheese frosting is a great oil. I do have a huge bias towards Rose Girls cream cheese frosting, but L3's is also really good. And this is just exactly what I wanted it to be. Exactly. The Cupcakes at Tiffany's really, really, really makes it a creamy lemon. I don't get any like lemon zest off of this. It is almost like a lemon cream. But adding the zucchini bread and having that pound cake, it makes it so that it's not just purely a creamy lemon scent. I smell the zucchini bread in this hardcore. And then the cream cheese frosting, I detect that as well. I feel like cream cheese frosting goes so well with lemon pound cake blends because I just imagine like the glaze on a lemon pound cake, and that's kind of like what I would like, is for it to be like a cream cheese thing. But this is a gorgeous, super sweet lemon bakery, also bready. This is one that will 100% be going on my customs list now that I've smelled this. I absolutely love it. This one here is lavender, roasted pine cones, and mallow fireside. I requested a couple of lavender roasted pine cones blends. I don't think that I had requested the one with mallow fireside, but this is absolutely fantastic. Roasted pine cones is a very, very nice, fresh, you know, slightly pine scent. There's a little bit of that frosted pine element, but there is something about roasted pine cones that has a fruitiness to me, that has a little bit of a femininity. It is in a very earthy way. Almost like it has a touch of like a juniper berry or something. I don't know. But the roasted pine cones, that's what dominates this blend for sure. And then I get a hint of lavender, and I do detect that smoke at the end. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous blend. I just am loving these three together. The lavender and the roasted pine cones just blend so beautifully. I really, really like that. I cannot wait to melt it. This one here, Sugar Cookie Royale and Boardwalk Mallow Clouds. Definitely a more simple one. Just two nice, sweet scent notes that I know I like. These are really interesting together. Her Sugar Cookie Royale, like I said, is such a doughy and sweet sugar cookie. The Boardwalk Mallow Clouds is like that perfumey, vanilla, magnolia, marshmallow. So it just kind of adds this like slightly perfumey, like vanilla floral addition to this sugar cookie. It's nice. I feel like I need to warm this one to really see which of the notes kind of take over and what it smells like on warm. On cold, it smells good, but sometimes on cold I can smell a scent and I can kind of imagine what it would smell like on warm, and this one to me is kind of giving like mystery. So I'm very excited about. Is this a rip in the bag though? I think it's just a crease. Anyway, Sugar Cookie Royale, Boardwalk Mallow Clouds. Next one here is Roasted Pine Cones and Cookie Cottage. Two scent notes I've already talked about extensively in this video, but blended together. I had this as a sample that came in one of my mystery sample packs. I fell in love with the scent. I requested it, and I am so grateful that it was poured. Oh, it's just so gorgeous. It's that, like I said, that earthy, feminine, sweet, creamy roasted pine cones with all of those cookie notes. It just adds such a sweetness. And pine with cookies or pine with any type of bakery is just such a weakness of mine. I love those scents, and this is no exception for sure. This one here is Pink Sugar, Blue Sugar, Vanilla Butterfudge, Warm Vanilla Sugar, and Cupcakes at Tiffany's. All scent notes that I love. I love Pink Sugar. Pink Sugar is like a feminine, sugary, perfumey, musky, kind of cotton candy-ish scent. Blue Sugar is like the masculine version of that. It's more of like a slightly woodsy, musky, deep sugary scent. Warm Vanilla Sugar is the Bath & Body Works type. It's so good. And then adding that ultra sweet buttery vanilla butterfudge and the toffee Cupcakes at Tiffany's. This is just everything. Like, this is so, so, so good. It's heavy, rich, creamy vanilla with the blue sugar, the pink sugar, and the warm vanilla sugar all combining together. This is just gorgeous. This is something that I would totally wear as body care or use as a body wash. This is fantastic. Those are all of my Bitty Betties. So Next, I'll do my 2 Basic Betty loaves. These are easy peasy. I got one in just plain zucchini bread and one in just plain sugar cookie royale. So I've already talked pretty extensively about the sugar cookie royale from L3. A very dense, rich, sweet, doughy sugar cookie. And L3 zucchini bread is so good. It is 100% more of a dry, yeasty zucchini bread, and I'm so here for it. And I love zucchini bread and sugar cookie royale together. My idea was that I could blend things, but these are just great scents that complement so many of the more complicated blends that I love that I can use in alternating warmers to complement. So always good to have bigger quantities of the plain stuff, at least for me. And then I have some scoops and my samples. So this first scoop here is special to me. This is Crazy About You. This is sugar cakes, cotton candy frosting, and Palo Santo. This was my customer creation blend from last year. I absolutely love this blend. I called it Crazy About You for my girlfriend because she loves Palo Santo with sweet scents. So this blend was for her, and I was so happy that this was the one that was chosen. I can tell that this one definitely needs to sit for a minute because I mainly smell the Palo Santo in this, but when it's cured, it is such a rich, dense bakery with a sugary sweet frosting, but then it's totally mellowed out and changed by that Palo Santo. It's really good. I got like 4 scoops of this. I love it. My girlfriend loves it, so that's Crazy About You. If you like Palo Santo sweet scents, highly recommend if you see it. This one here is zucchini bread, and today is October 3rd. So basically, nice, delicious, dry, yeasty bread with the perfect sweet and smoky scent. If you have not tried Palo Santo Sugar Cookie Royale and Toasted Mallow together, just do it. Just do it. It's beautiful, it's sweet, it's smoky, it's rich, it's dense. And the zucchini bread with that, this is to die for. Listen, I love plain Today is October 3rd as much as the next person. This is better. Like, the zucchini bread just adds so much to this. Oh, it just gives it this like deep bready base so that the Today is October 3rd can just like shine. I'm thrilled with this. Absolutely thrilled. And I got 2 of these and I'm so glad. This one here is Love Affair and Palo Santo. So I had a scoop of Love Affair that I got in a D-stash, and let me tell you, it is one of the strongest and most delicious blends that I've tried from L3. I like to put my scoops in my Accord warmer in the kitchen because the performance is absolutely unreal, like absolutely unreal. And I went through that scoop of Love Affair so fast. It's gonna be in my most recent empties video. I just finished it, and I had the idea of blending it with Palo Santo because Love Affair is warm vanilla sugar, shortbread cookies, and zucchini bread. It's a very sugared bread scent. The shortbread scents really remind me of like a Lorna Doone cookie. And with that Palo Santo, to add that smoke to such a sugary shortbread cookie bakery scent, it just mellows it out in the most beautiful way. And I just cannot wait to melt this through my whole entire house because I just know it's gonna be so bomb. This one is Beauty Sleep. This is lavender cream, blueberries and cream, and cuppy cake. I have been in love with lavender and blueberry together since Pie Day when I had that lavender blueberry pie crust blend. So I was very excited to try this. This is unreal. Like, I'm telling you, this is so good. The fact that it's lavender cream and blueberries and cream really makes a difference from just like the plain lavender and blueberry together that I've tried before, because that cream element is there. It is so creamy without adding a powderiness or an artificial. And the cuppy cake just adds an extra sweetness. A gorgeous, gorgeous creamy lavender blueberry. This to me is so like bedtime, bathroom, just gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful nighttime melt. I get why it's called Beauty Sleep. I'm so excited about it. Last scoop that I have here is pink sugar, rosemary, mint, Aveda type, and lavender. This was a pour request of mine, and I was so excited to see this come to life because these are 3 scent notes that I absolutely love. Rosemary, mint, Aveda type is absolutely gorgeous. If you like those spa type of scents and you like a hint of mint, but you don't want it to be like an overwhelming nose clearing peppermint or even like a buttermint, the rosemary mint Aveda type and beach sage mint, those 2 are what I would highly recommend because they have this kind of like body care base that makes it just not so harsh. This mixed with the pink sugar, I literally almost held it up like this so that you could smell it because I'm telling you, like, I don't even know how to explain this. I smell the pink sugar. It's there. It's feminine. It's sugary. And that rosemary mint Aveda type is just so gorgeous. It's such a light mint. And it's a, you know, I don't know if Aveda is like, I think it's skincare, right? I don't know if it's skincare or hair care, but I get that in here. And then the lavender, I smell the lavender. It's this herbal lavender. It rounds out the scent. If I had like a hair salon or a nail salon, or like if I did makeup, this is what I would be melting every day. Like, to me, it just gives this like feminine spa, beauty care type of vibe. I don't know what it is, but oh my gosh, is that good. I cannot wait to melt it. Last but not least, I have my samples. UPS orders are no joke. Even if I didn't have the tornado, I probably would have had to film this in 2 parts. But I have my 3 samples here. So this first one is a scoop sample. This is cola, zucchini bread, and vanilla ice cream. Now, I am not a soda person. I don't like to drink soda, and I don't like the smell of soda. However, I sure am a zucchini bread and a vanilla ice cream person. And this to me is the least offensive soda scent I've ever smelled. It honestly more so just smells like it smells like zucchini bread and vanilla ice cream, but just with this hint of like licorice and like a little bit of cherry and like a very slight fizziness. It's not overwhelmingly fizzy. I'll be honest, normally with soda scents, I don't even try them. I just pass them along. But I am going to try this one because I feel like if I'm going to like a soda scent, it probably would be this. So that one will be used, and I am looking forward to seeing how I feel. This next one here is Hawaiian Punch. The classic Hawaiian Punch. And it smells exactly like it. That cherry Hawaiian Punch. I mean, I feel like most people, if I say Hawaiian Punch, the scent comes into your mind immediately, and that is exactly what this is. Not a scent for me. I will be passing this on, but I know that some of my friends like love those types of scents and will be happy to get this. And then last but certainly not least is this sample of buttercream frosting, cinnamon apple, and sugar cookie royale. This is fantastic, I have to say. Buttercream frosting really comes out strong, and I think because it pairs with that sugar cookie royale, it smells like a delicious buttercream frosted sugar cookie with just this hint of cinnamon apple in it. Like, this is not a fall only blend. I honestly feel like I want to melt this soon, and I want to pair it with like some type of zucchini bread scent in an alternating warmer in my office. I think it would be so good. So, that is everything. That is everything for my first ever UPS size L3 order. If you have stuck with me and watched this video to the end, thank you so much. Let me know if you picked up any of these scents or what scents you are really excited about picking up before L3 closes. I won't lie, my most recent L3 RTS order will be here tomorrow. So you will see another L3 haul pretty darn soon. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you like wax videos, and I will see you in my next one.